everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Choma Moma, and today I will be talking about breastfeeding for working moms. The truth is that as mothers, as parents, we want to give our children the best, and there's no doubt that breast milk is absolutely the best nutrition for an infant child. And while sometimes we are unable to breastfeed or we choose not to for whatever reason, what's most important is for you to give your child the best you can and to nurture them. So I'm not here to talk about the argument of whether you should breastfeed or not. If you're not able to breastfeed or you choose not to, that's fine. The most important is that your child is thriving, you're nourishing your child, you're looking after them, and you're raising a wholesome child who is happy and healthy, and that they are whole, body, soul, and mind. So please, this is not a video to guilt trip anyone who is not breastfeeding. But if you are choosing to breastfeed, or if you are able to breastfeed and you are a working mom, these are tips that helped me personally, because I was able to exclusively breastfeed all my children and I was able to work. So these are the things that helped me, and these are the things I think will help you if you choose. First of all, you need to prepare. When you fail to plan, things are not as easy. So you need to plan even before the baby is born that you want to breastfeed even when you go back to work. That your preparation will involve you buying your breast pads, your nursing pads, your breast pump, and all of that. You will need to be prepared body-wise. Make sure that you have, if it's your first child, that your breasts are actually able to breastfeed, that your nipples are not inverted, and if they are, you can find things you can do, like use nipple shields to help you. So the best first step is to make sure you are prepared to breastfeed in the first place. Prepare yourself physically, prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself with all the supplies that you need, okay? It's very, very, very important. That is the first step. The first success step for breastfeeding is to prepare yourself. That way, when there's issues like cracked nipples or pain or you're getting frustrated, your mind will help you carry on and say, I can do this. I am going to give my child breast milk. I'm going to breastfeed him even if it's a bit stressful while I'm working. And to be honest, for me, it was quite convenient. Breastfeeding, you don't have to deal with too many bottles and all of that, and it's easier to feed on demand. So for me, breastfeeding was very, very, very convenient and easy to do. So here are the rest of my tips for breastfeeding. You have to make sure psychologically you are in the right frame of mind. Okay, with my 4 children, I exclusively breastfed them because mentally I was in the right frame of mind. I was happy. And I also had a team. I had a support team in my home. When I say support team, well, I'll say support system. My husband, my sister, and the help, they all supported what I was doing. So they were able to help me to make sure I succeeded in my mission. So your support system, make sure they know. Because if they are trying to jeopardize your breastfeeding, it will be even harder. And then also, you need to know that you can even store breast milk. What I used to do back then was that I would pump in the morning, store milk that day, and then when I came home from work, I would also express milk and store for that day and the next day. I would store milk for up to 2-3 days, okay? That way, you always know that your baby has enough milk even when you're in the office. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to be at work for 4 hours, so therefore I'll only leave the amount for like 1 feed or 2 feeds. You can never know. Supposing you're stuck in traffic, supposing there's an impromptu meeting and you're not able to leave the office when you plan to leave, make sure you store enough milk. Due to our power system in Nigeria, if you live in Nigeria, I don't advise you to store milk for long periods of time, like for hours on end. Sorry, cancel that part. Due to our power system in Nigeria, I do not advise you to store milk for weeks on end, because honestly, if the milk thaws, it could be a problem and not be safe for your child. So I prefer to store for a couple of days at a time. And if your office has the facilities, you can actually pump milk in the office, store in the fridge, and take home, because your breast will get full while you're at work. Another thing that you should do is that you should pump milk when you're nursing. When you're feeding your baby with on one breast, you can pump with the other breast because it will help that other breast, the other breast flow faster. So while you're feeding, you can ask someone to help you so that you're also expressing milk from the other breast. That way, you're increasing your supply. So in summary, if you want to breastfeed while you're working, these are just the simple things you need to do. First of all, you need to plan mentally, prepare your mind, prepare your body. Make sure you have all the supplies you need. Invest in a good pump. It mustn't be an expensive one. It mustn't be an electric one. There are very good manual pumps in the market. Get all your breast pads, everything you need. And make sure you get clothes that can help you breastfeed easily. Clothes with zips and buttons, all these things help you breastfeed more easily. Shawls and coveralls. Also make sure that your support system at home supports what you're doing. You also need to ensure that you store up milk. Now, if you're in Nigeria, I do not advise you to store more than 2 or 3 days supply at a time, given our epileptic power situation. But if you live in a country where there's lots of power, you can even freeze for weeks and months ahead. Just pump, pump, pump. When you get back home from work, there's a temptation to breastfeed your baby immediately. That time is when your breasts are very full. What I would advise you, if your baby is not hungry, express at that time. That is the best time to express because you have lots of milk with you. After you've expressed and you've stored up, you can now breastfeed your baby. Put your baby to the breast. But if your baby is hungry, please, by all means, attend to your baby first. That is the most important thing. Your mind needs to be at rest. Your baby needs to get good nutrition. All the best as you choose to breastfeed. Thank you very much. Put your comments, put your stories. If you have any issues with breastfeed or you want any assistance or any help, please contact me. But in the meantime, like I said, it's not about breastfeeding or not. If you can do it, fantastic. If you're not able to, please give your child the best you can. Thank you and see you again soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.